Oh, okay. I understand that. He promoted. He got promoted. I haven't moved 2 weeks ago. Which suits me. That suits me. Some pros. Last time I mowed, oh, yeah, I heard that. You should give it back. You're down, son. It's dry. Oh, I just keep
Good afternoon. The train horn has blown, so it's past noon. I apologize for starting late. Welcome to Rotary. We're glad that you're a part of this, and we're excited about it. Today we have Lee's Catering for our meal, and we're looking forward to that. Alan apologizes for not being able to be here. Something about fall break. It's time to go to the mountains or so. I don't know what it was, but he just said, "Hey, Jason, you're up." So here I am. Woo. Let's wow. Let's stand and start with the pledge. Salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Are there any prayer concerns that we need to mention today? Any others? Good. Let's bow the Lord's Prayer. Father, we thank you for an opportunity to gather here as Rotarians, Lord, as we have lifted up prayer concerns to you. I place those in your hands. You do with those as you see fit, Lord, and we just understand that you're the ultimate healer. Place all of those items, even the praise report, Father, in your hands. Father, I ask that you bless this food, and bless it to nourish our bodies and guide us as we didn't work today. Help us to leave here a changed and better people. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. So if you want to join in, you can go grab you a chicken leg and green beans and coleslaw. We'll have some food.
Honey, I'll fall right. Yeah. Came early.
If you all want to see Secretary and Counter States over there. She's learned to do it, but she's very Oh, I think so too. Oh, I think everything's going well. It managed to go this season. Nice time. Hey, I'm just thinking where it was. We were almost the. Yeah. I said, Jack, get us. Everybody, how are you? I'm good. We got plenty of time. We have plenty of time. How are you doing? Yeah.
Is your ass like that? Oh, that's fall break.
They what?
He's
You know, we look at my book, I very honest. There it is, yep. Oh, see, around the other side. I'm sorry, yeah. Jack, what are you doing today?
take care of them all.
Oh, taking care of them.
Full-time job.
Sure.
It's a full-time job.
Look at her pretty content. I think that I can come back. Yeah, I'll come back. Okay. He said he cut Pinocchio one day. Yeah. Yeah. Did you get me one? Yeah, I got you one. Oh, thanks. Take care.
It is what it is.
She's a low crowd. Yeah.
I say, sure. Yeah.
How's the baby? Good. Oh, I bet so. So does that mean it's a crying baby? So, I hate that. I hate that.
Third person, but now it's a new one. I can't remember. It's not just the two and the dog now. You see this on the green. I call it.
Like, will it be a legit full exam? Like, you got the little. Hey, Barry. Sweet tea. Awesome. That's awesome.
Might help you.
I bet you're going to the guys' table, aren't you? Okay, I'm gonna put you right here by Eric. Eric.
It's my turn. Thank you, ma'am. Yes.
I heard that they brought back the open. Oh, really? Oh, no.
What's new in your life? What's new in your life? Well.
Over here by myself.
Hanging in there?
Like you just got back from Vegas. Where was it? Okay. Good. No. Always 2 weeks. Is it 2 weeks? Oh, was it 1? I did too, and I was always like,
Wait, that's it. I don't know where. This one was, who's just a one.
okay. Is this through buses? Okay.
That is. Just like, see it like transparency. It is made everyone looks like. They feel good. You don't want to feel everything.
see a lot of bottles out there. Please put your bottles in this one trash can back here.
Make sure you get their name and number first.
Yeah.
Get an idea of what they got.
Depends on what they're calling about. Some of those calls you're like, let me give you the right number. Yeah.
Yeah, donations. And it's a combination of the tax incentives and the stimulus check. Of course, that's what we have. Still, you can find that fear, general fear. I struggle with trying to figure it out. But I think there is that. Far more than should.
About some of the larger like.
Flush with another.
All right, look, dump these bags, that's it, see. Did he make this?
That's right. You're seeing that. You're seeing more and more ads for. You don't see. Taking stuff like that. But that's still not Exactly.
There is still plenty of food, so if at any time you get bored of somebody up here talking, just get up and go get you some more food, and that'll take care of it. Today is Club Day. Before we get going with Club Day, we want to celebrate our birthdays. If you look on the screen here, we have 4 birthdays and their dates that are here. And I do not see anybody who celebrates birthday here. So in that case, the cupcakes are over here, and we will just eat a cupcake for everybody that is absent. So everybody gets 4 cupcakes, right? That's how that works. But we do want to say happy birthday to those that are celebrating in October. Today is Club Day. Next week, we have Dan Durham from Aerovac that will be here to speak to us about all things Aerovac. Do you have ideas on speakers or topics that you would like to see discussed? Now, that comes up to the QR code. Everybody has a QR code that's on your table. Here's how the QR code works. If you pull up your phone and go to the camera and you hold over that, there's a little link that should pop up. If you'll select that, it'll take you to 5 questions, or I think it's 5 questions. It's just a little survey about why you joined Rotary, what you would like to see with Rotary, and things like that. As most of you all know, I am the president-elect, and I want to make sure that as we go through the Rotary meetings, we are established and kind of holding true to what Rotary is, but also we're adding value to everybody that's here. Everybody has a different topic that they want to learn about, and I want to make sure that as we secure speakers and things like that, that those topics get talked about, and we find the right people for that. So that's what the QR code is for, if you don't mind to do that. It also lists in there some ways, if you have a topic that you want discussed, or if you want to see some other community involvement or things like that, that you can add that in there as well. So I think Alan was asking for somebody to help find speakers. So if you would like to help kind of generate some ideas on who can speak, you have a pretty good connection base in the community, and you would like to kind of tap into that connection base, and you want to help with that, please let us know, and we can make sure that that gets going. October is Community Economic Development Month. And so with Rotary, we are taking action, and we are getting involved, and we want to kind of expand and continue to grow our leadership or our membership here with Rotary. We're going to go through this pretty quick so that you all can get out by 1 o'clock. It's my goal. That all comes into this next slide though. So we're going to have a few other people talk. So you've got like 2.5 minutes max. I'm just kidding. You take as much time as you need. So what's new? We want to kind of get an update on a couple of things that we have going on and working. So I'm going to invite Ms. Faye Howe to come up and to talk a little bit about Imagination Library.
I had a great granddaughter that was born in 2017, and at that time I wanted her to have the books from the Imagination Library. Well, every time I would go online, it says they're not available in your area. I'm like, well, okay. Well, in 2020, I had a second great granddaughter, and I really got aggravated. I wanted those kids to have those books from the Imagination Library. So I started digging, and I'm like, why is it we can't have them? And then when I joined Rotary, I saw that Rotary sponsors the Imagination Library just all over the United States and abroad. So I asked here, well, they said, we just can't get it in our area. I'm like, well, duh. So that didn't sit well, and I started digging, and I found out that Hart County, Alaska County, and Marion County have the Imagination Library. So I'm like, okay, why can they have it and we can't have it? So I found the people in each of those counties that takes care of the Imagination Library, and I called them. And I found out that lo and behold, the only reason we didn't have it was because a nonprofit organization had not sponsored. Well, duh, I knew a nonprofit organization. So I came back and talked to Rotary about it, and yes, they were more than willing to help with that. And I also talked with Kiwanis, and eventually they decided that they would kind of help co-sponsor it. So I started out with the lady with the Imagination Library. She was as nice as she could be, and it was a piece of cake. I was filling out paperwork just right and left. Well, you also have to be approved to be a nonprofit person or company to have mail delivered. And these books go through the Knoxville post office. So, okay, filled out the paper, again, piece of cake. But I was given a consultant who was up in New York. And let me tell you, she was the wicked witch of the north. I started out, let me find my date here. I started out with Imagination Library on August of 2020, and it was May of 21 before I got through with that woman. I went to John Bertram so many times. I went to Gadco and Allen, trying to get everything cleared up one time simply because one paper said Campbellsville Rotary and another said Rotary of Campbellsville. I had to start all over. I said, there's only one Rotary in Campbellsville. She said, no, that's too confusing for the post office. Okay, so 9 months later, we finally got cleared. So last May, I began advertising, and then I sent out letters to everybody I could think of asking for money because you have to raise a certain amount before they'll ever let you start the program. So within 6 months, we'd raised $20,000. That's how badly the people in Campbellsville also wanted us to have Imagination Library. So then when Kiwanis agreed to co-sponsor that July, with 4th of July, Leslie's daughter and a friend and Kiwanis members set up a tent, and we sold t-shirts and made $1,200 right then and there. So we really got off on a good roll. We have 801 children enrolled, and we have 107 who have graduated. Now, nationally, only 60% of the children in your county end up getting the books, and it takes between 4 to 5 years for that to happen. Well, that would be 1,063 children for us. And counting the 107 and 801, we've already done over 900 kids. So we almost got to that 60% just in our first year. So we got off to a flying start. Now, what can you do? Well, of course, you can contribute money. That's the biggest thing we need. But the good news is the state of Kentucky last October decided they were going to pay half of the fee for every county in Kentucky in hopes that every county would get the program. So now it's only like $14 per child for us. So anytime someone contributes like $15, that takes care of one child. You can talk to anybody and everybody you know to get children signed up. Your Sunday school teachers, now it goes up to the age of 5, not through the age of 5. The minute they're ready to go to kindergarten and they've had that 5th birthday, that's when the books stop. So anything that you can do to talk to other people to get more kids signed up, the better off we'll be. I put some papers on the table. It just kind of shows you, well, there's one big flyer that's really nice, but it just tells you the site to go to sign up. Well, it's simply imaginationlibrary.com, or you can go to Campbellsville Rotary and it's right there and then get signed up there. I also asked if I could say just a little tad about Kiwanis. I put a couple of cards on your table to tell you the things that Kiwanis does. If you think about the K for Kiwanis, that K can stand for kids. And Kiwanis is all about kids. And we have so many things this year that we are trying to do for the kids in our county. So we meet the first and the third Tuesday upstairs at Creekside. So that's another day that you could get out and have a nice lunch. So please come join us. And then on October the 26th, I'm also working to help with a luncheon for women, for small business women's. October is the month. That's going to be the 26th out at Swan's Landing at 11:30. The Lieutenant Governor is going to be our guest speaker. All of you ladies are invited, and all of you business people, any of the ladies that you can let go at your place of business, we would love to have them. I think the fee is going to end up being $25. 11:30, October 26th. Thank you.
Update today. We appreciate that. The disc golf is the next thing that's on the list, and we are still working through some items with the city to make sure that there's zoning board, things like that, trying to collect all that information. So there's no immediate update on the disc golf. It is still under or in the works and waiting on a bit more information. we have Miss Brandy McCubbin here, and she has a baby palooza that's coming up, and I asked her to say a few words about that as well.
Faye, you're doing wonderful. I just want to say that. Imagination Library is something that we've wanted a long time, and I'm so glad that you all took it. And the Green River Early Childhood Collaborative has a $2,300 check for you. Remind me Monday, and I'll have Jeremy write that at the board. But I just forgot about it. So, and also we're going to be getting the Early Childhood Collaborative is going to be getting the Rotary QR code where you sign up into the dental, eye cares, all the health department at Taylor Regional Hospital. We're going to get it in goodie bags and hopefully on the bedside tables when mothers give birth. So we think it's amazing and you're doing wonderful. So I'm here today for representing the Green River Early Childhood Collaborative, Regional Collaborative. It used to be called an Early Childhood Council. The name's changed, but we are now the Green River Early Childhood Regional Collaborative. And we meet about once a month, and that changes. It's on a Friday, but I'll let you know if you want to come. And we've teamed up with the Taylor Regional Hospital, and we are going to be having a baby palooza. Cindy Chapel is here representing the hospital. We've been out and about today getting donations and putting up flyers. But it was called the Community Baby Fair, and with COVID, like everything else, you know, it was done away with. So we're bringing it back. And many of you know that I do the preschool palooza, and the Early Childhood Collaborative also has taken that over. So, but the baby palooza is going to be November the 12th. Taylor Regional made these nice little posters, and it's going to be at 11 a.m. And what we're going to do is we're going to educate parents. Expecting mothers to babies up to 12 months are invited to come. They're allowed to bring one guest. We're going to educate for 30 minutes. And then in another room, we're going to have them go to vendors, get information, get educated that way, and get freebies. So it's a really good opportunity just to learn more about, you know, things with birthing. I know we're going to have lactation. We're going to have some budgeting. What else? Midwife speaking. So lots of education. That is a huge need within our community, and just moms period of being educated. And then our vendors are going to be people within the community that they can go to. First Steps, Hands, Health Department, you know, Taylor Peds, different things, maybe Able Eyes, you know. So we want to encourage you to come, to share. And then we also put this nice little sponsor letter. If you would like to donate, or you have a business that would like to donate, or you want to give me money, we can go shop with it. And we're going to have car seats, strollers, all types of prizes to give away. Because if you give free things and you have food, they will come. All right. So we're going to support our moms and dads and everyone else raising these children. So any questions about the baby palooza? What questions do you have for me, Debbie? Okay. Anyone else? Support the baby palooza. Who would like a flyer for their business? Raise your hand. Tom, I can always count on Tom.
Have you got another one?
Yes, I got more. I said,
I'll try to hang it up for.
It's the sun coming through the glass there. She just couldn't see over this side. I understand completely. So we have the Rotary. We have the pavilion there, the walking track. We help raise the money and erect and all of that good stuff. And around the pavilion, the landscaping has kind of become a little dated. So I'm gonna have Miss Debbie come up and she's gonna share a few things about landscape.
I will have to begin by saying, I take an exercise class at the walking track, and I was the one complaining about the landscaping at the track. And one of the girls said to me, "Did you see the sign on the building? It's the Rotary's building, Debbie." So I spoke with Alan, and he said, if you would just be kind enough to get us some pricing on landscaping. The only contact I made was with B&B and Johnny. We're wanting to do monkey grass up and down the walkways where the pink circle is on the bottom left photo. Maybe do something with some color. We have rose bushes that are trees. But here's the deal with our landscaping opportunity. The city only wants to provide help, hands, work. They, because of budgets, cannot obligate themselves to help cover our landscaping price. And I agree with Alan. We want to do some of the work ourselves, maybe not all, but some. So if we could come up with a game plan, if we agree to landscape, and we may need to cut our budget back. I don't know, I wish Clark were here, but I don't know.
You get 3 quotes, Corbin right here will probably donate you all your plans.
Corbin?
Kyle Shepherd or Corbin. We can let it get donated.
Brandy, would you like to take that project on? Okay, Brandy, do you want to take a photo of Brandy? I hate to ask for freebies because I know everyone knows my daughter. Okay, so what are you suggesting that? There's our bid, Brandy. Yes, Brandy, it's a lot of landscaping. Corbin. Well, let's not talk about Johnny when Johnny isn't present. Johnny Orbison, B&B. Okay, so I hear you saying or suggesting that other quotes. Okay, Brandy's getting a quote from Corbin. Anyone else want to get a quote from someone else? 2's good. Faye says 2's good. Okay, so we want a motion until our next meeting.
And like, the advertise. Signs is for the bunker. The small, not the big one.
If nothing else, temporary, you could put up like a real estate type sign, temporarily. Yeah, not a permanent marker, but you could do a temporary.
And social media. We're not saying will, but I'm saying I think I can get you a deal.
Okay. Okay. Any other questions? Hey, Jason.
You need one, Debbie.
So once we get the other quote and things come in with that, we will look to set up a time to go out and do a community day to plant those plants. So we'll do that. Thank you for taking that on, and thank you for getting another bid during the middle of the week. Way to keep it going. The goals for 22-23 are listed there on the screen. The Green River mini bath shower house or building. Alan and Ayla are working on a grant for that, to my knowledge. We're still continuing to get some bids for that and make sure that everything's good to go. The Interact, Rotaract and Early Act clubs. I'm helping with the Rotaract club. That's the one at the university or at the college level. And we're doing some preliminary meetings right now just to make sure we have enough engagement with some people to take over that club at the university level from internally, and then expanding that out to the students. I think Spencer was looking at doing something with Interact, and he was waiting until school got started back. I think he was going to start that process. And then I talked to Ms. Brandy a while ago about the Early Act, and we're going to get some more information to her about that as well. The school and community involvement, are there some other things that we want to be involved with or need to be involved with? Some things that are on your heart that you want to kind of bring up and talk about, I think is where that was going. And expanding RILA, I know we had Spencer took 3 students this year to RILA. We want to expand that out and provide that opportunity for this coming year as well. The Gala for Imagination Library. Does anybody have any? It's all Brandy's ideas. Brandy, how many ideas you gonna have today? So we got that taken care of right now. So then the Angel Tree and Adopt a Family. Somebody provide an update on that? Any information on it?
Oh, I have some information.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm Brenda with Campbellsville Family Resource Center. We do the Angel Tree. What are you talking about? We need money. That's what we need. So in the past, Angel Tree for our community was you took a little angel and you bought for a kid. However, Debbie would spend $500 on Johnny and Bob would spend $200 on the brother. And so you would get these bags that were uneven and yet it went to the same family. So I think last year, what they tried to do was that someone bought all the shoes, someone bought all the clothes, and then everybody got one outfit, one pair of shoes, one pack of underwear, 2 toys. And that way it was even. So I don't know what y'all discussed. I don't know what I've missed, but Campbellsville Family Resource, as well as Taylor County, Frisky, I'm pretty confident that we do probably the most Angel Trees. However, I know like Big B, they have their own program on Wednesday nights that they support a certain amount of children, and we kind of cross-reference the kids' names. So I just need money, because guess how much Angel Tree money I have? 0. And December's here. So our plan is next week, my team's getting together and we're figuring out, hey, we might ask the Baptist Church, we want to do socks. And one Sunday, everybody bring in socks. And then we might ask Elkhorn, can you do underwear? And we might, and get some different things like that. However, if you want to make a monetary donation, all you do is say, here's for Angel Tree. You put it in the memo, Family Resource, and then the memo, write Angel Tree. And that money could only be spent for Angel Tree.
Yeah, Brandy, do we have to do the 2 separate schools, or we just send it to you as that program?
No, if you want Campbellsville kids to receive, it's separate. Now, there is a thing that we do together that is through the Ministerial Association for the Feeding America. So that's together. That's the only thing we have together. So yes.
So in the past, Rotary adopted a family, done
Yeah, so like my suggestion to you, if you want to help out, you could give a $500 donation, and that would be the biggest help.
We used to pass a plate, so to speak, before our meetings, and we would raise money for specific event things.
This is not a good meeting to pass the plate.
So we can start that again, where people bring in, you just put a few dollars in it.
Yeah.
And we can raise some money.
That'd be awesome.
That's my suggestion.
I don't know the treasurer. I don't know like where we stand money wise. I'm new to this club, but yeah, if passing the plate is the best possible, and you think, I think that's great. I think too, like, let's say there's 100 children and maybe $100 is typically spent. However, typically the Angel Tree focuses on your low income. It doesn't always, it's just maybe hard times, but they kind of follow the Feeding America kids. So let's say last year there was 30 kids in the whole Taylor County. Feeding America dropped off because everyone got the EBT food stamps. So it wasn't as big need. I'm up to over 130 students this time on Feeding America. That's huge. So we really have to look at numbers and who we're gonna serve. Also, Hometown Pharmacy started making baskets and they would give us 100 to pass out. I know last year they focused on 100 students, but they also gave Campbellsville 100 baskets to pass out of just dry goods to go with their things. Because we don't just service our students, we service the family. So if Sally and Bobby have a 3-month-old and a 2-year-old, well, guess what? We have to pick up those kids too. So it's a lot of children. And I know Toys for Kids and all of those, they do things as well. But I'll take your money for the angel tree.
So that's something we can continue talking about, pass the hat, start that back up, excuse me, in the next couple of meetings, and then that way we have some funds to kind of distribute when we see a need for that. Dates for the Day of Giving. So I think last year, Eric, Frank Cheatham, and a few others organized the food drive where we set up at both Kroger's and at Walmart. We had a couple of different vans, trucks that collected the food, and we all signed up for times for that. Is there anybody that would like to take that and kind of run with it this year? I have not checked with Frank Cheatham yet. I can send him a message this afternoon and see if he's still interested in taking on that or being part of that. If anybody else would like to do that, please let me know and we can get that going. We'll get the sign up sheet for that. I think Frank set the date for that and then kind of organized the vehicles, correct? Century 21, and Campbellsville University provided one as well. And we had
One or two.
it was just the two, I think, because the program on Broadway, I think we had to transport somewhere. I don't remember all of the details. We just need 2 trucks this year.
At least one had 3, at both Kroger's, Walmart, second Kroger.
Right.
I'm sorry. If they allow us to, sure.
So is there anybody that would like to kind of head this up, take it on? Like help with? Got 3 or 4 that are willing to help, and then I'll double check with Frank as well to see if he's willing to help or head it up or whatever we need to do with that. So it takes care of the dates for the Day of Giving and the Engle Christmas party. I mean, it's something that has gone on for a while. And I think, do we set a date? Do we need to set a date, look at the calendar and set that, or how did that all pan out last year?
When we used Dr. Shive's cabin. Problem that we run into the previous year, not selecting a date early enough. People already kind of. So. We also discussed that that time of year, every weekends were a little more difficult than weekday. That seemed to be kind of a collective thought, but we've grown so much in the last year. It's different dynamics.
Right. It was getting pretty packed last year as well, from what I understand, remember. So we've grown just a little bit more since.
bring her better hats.
We had,
Easy. Did a great job.
Yeah. So we will look, I'll get with Alan to kind of look at calendar dates and see if we can go and get that set. I mean, it's right here on us. We're gonna turn or blink our eyes and it'll be there. Is there any other items that you all can think of that we need to discuss, talk about, bring up, get some information on?
Just 2 more cents on that last subject. Somewhere like this would be good. I'd almost hate to do it here, being we're here week anyway. So if we can find a neat place somewhere, kind of get away.
Community center's free if you know someone that's down with No, they don't. Well, we can do it if you want to go there for free. We have to pay. We're gonna have to wait here next time.
Right, ask money, and she gets like. If there's nothing else that's staying.
Is it true? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill or